with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. I was just adventuring out here, trying to grind and get AP and stuff like that, and I came upon something that I'm not sure we've covered yet. It's the Ragtime Mouse. Okay, so this enemy only comes out in the forest when you're in the grinding in the forest. There's not actually really an enemy, sort of, as much as it is just a sort of a mini game. So here's the Ragtime Mouse. There he is. He's going to read off a true or false question to us. Pop quiz. Question number 1. 15th Limblom War, that is going to be a false. So you just attack the answer that you want, and hopefully he says correct. And we just got ourselves 1,000 gil. Now, if we're able to keep that streak going until he has asked all of his questions, then we'll get some sort of a achievement, I believe. Either way, we'll definitely be making a lot of money from this minigame on the way. So, as you can see, I came back to this spring area where we have the healing spring all the way back by the Chocobo Forest and Dragon's Gate and stuff like that. The reason is because of this forest. I thought that I could maybe find the Ragtime Mouse here if I just ran around enough, and sure enough I did. I'm really gonna need a whole bunch of gil by the time we're the next time we're in charge of Garnet and Steiner. Basically we need all the money we can get before that happens. Another reason was I was grinding in Burmecia, and those magic vices have the magic hammer ability, and they just were being merciless on Vivi's MP, and I didn't have the items to keep up with, you know, his MP healing. And actually, last time I left you, I did say that I was going to get the ability from the magic vice, and that ability is here. Let's wait. Well, I guess it won't let me look at it from the menu. But I mean, I could always show you. It's Magic Hammer is the ability, and basically you just use it on an enemy when you want to take their HP, not their HP, but their MP away from them. So, yep, I got that. The atmosphere surrounding Burmecia is so dark and drab and devastated. I didn't feel like being around there a whole lot anymore. Probably the biggest enemy around there is the Ironite. And we have the Ironite enemy in this area, so there's no reason not to backtrack a little. So I backtracked to the front of Burmecia Castle, and I found that the lizard men there were, you know, their protect spell made them resistant to physical damage, and I thought, well, that's not easy to grind on, so I thought, well, I'll come all the way back through Gizmalik's grotto again, back down into this little forest area here, right by a healing spring. And none of these monsters are physically resistant to any damage, and none of these monsters have the ability to take my MP away from me. Plus, I'm right where I need to be if, you know, I need to heal up real quick and not use any items from my storage. So, I'm still I'm still grinding in this spot. It's just a superior spot to grind at. Of course, my characters are all level 15 now. Zidane got a gem with his last level up, which is what I really was waiting for, because now I can add in Insomniac. Now he has all of his defensive spells, plus his Bandit and Alert. And as you'll see, he's the last person here learning Insomniac. I have... Actually, everybody else already has it. So... We have successfully had the Coral Ring tour its way around the entire party now. Vivi's learning from Thundara from the Lightning Staff. We got the Soul Blade back on Zidane. We got Rice's Wind learned on Freya. And I don't believe I've showed you what that can do, actually. But, I mean, it's a regen for the whole party. It's area of effect, so... I mean... It's pretty easy to imagine if you've played a Final Fantasy before. So, yeah, I mean, this was like a little check-in. I just found the Ragtime Mouse, and I thought... Hey, you guys haven't seen that yet, and I wanted a chance to show you. So, I wasn't even planning on really broadcasting anything, unless, of course, I was lucky enough to get that, and I was, so I pretty much intend to stay in the spot and AP grind until I have all of the abilities learned for all of the people. I'm gonna learn Thundara fully with Vivi, and so I can switch out his weapon to the Oak Staff, which we still haven't used yet. And then hopefully by then we'll be close to Queena's High Tide ability being learned on Queena's weapon. Of course, we already have the Millionaire ability that was learned. That's how she's able to equip the Coral Ring now. That Millionaire ability was like 100 AP. That was pretty tough to learn there. But we got it all done. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna AP grind until everybody has all their abilities learned. Because one, it's just easier to not have anything to really think about when I know I'm gonna be changing parties to like a whole new group of characters. None of Zidane's party will be in the next story segment. And it also helps with me being able to unequip all of the things that I have only one of. So they're basically unique items at this point. And then I felt like I definitely am gonna still need the money, you know, so I will need that money. I'm gonna put the magician robe on Vivi because he's not quite as hardy of an individual as Freya is. Echo screen. So, yeah, basically, that was it for this episode. I'll continue to grind. I'll continue to get my characters more buff, because Gil is the name of the game in the next story segment, and you'll see that with the auction that happens in Trino. So, thanks for watching. Again, this was StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.